Okay, so here we have one of our latest offerings, and this here is a 2018, I believe it's an 18 or maybe a 19. This is a Gem E6, and this one was specifically built from the factory. Initially, they built these with the larger side doors. If you notice closely, most of the E6s have 3 equal doors, if you happen to get it with the doors, that is. Most of them have 3 equal doors and then 3 rows of seating. They initially made this particular setup for the handicap version. So they would actually open this door and then a ramp would come down. You could drive your wheelchair up and then you could pull your wheelchair inside. They had all sorts of different possibilities that you could get in that way. They made these for shuttle purposes as well, but they're kind of hard to come by. In my entire career doing these, I've only seen about 6 or 7 of these ever. But the cool thing about it is it has like the true limo seating inside. So the rear passengers face each other, and it's kind of like an old school limo. So the story behind this car, this is one of 9. So these are being sold. It's a shuttle company in Phoenix. This one's car number 4. There's a shuttle company here in Phoenix that we have had their account. We help them with all of their maintenance and upkeep. We do all their tires and their wheels and brake upgrades, electrical upgrades, lighting, batteries. We keep them detailed for them and just kind of keep the cars, up and going for them. And we have done so for the last couple of years. The company contacted me about a week or 2 ago, and they said, hey, look, we're going to take all the wraps. So all these cars had wraps on them. So they peeled the wraps off, and then we had our detailer, polish them up, make them look good again. And they're going to be purchasing all brand new Gem cars. So they're going to be buying 2025 models, I guess that's the plan, or even newer than that maybe. And then they're going to wrap those, and they're basically just recycling out the pre-owned for brand new ones. So they asked if I would help them advertise them and get them posted up for sale. So that's what I'm doing. I will say, this one here is a 2019 model actually. So I will say, in an honest opinion, out of a scale from 1 to 10, I would say these are probably in a 6 to 7 range. I mean, if you look really closely, you can see, some of them have little cracks. This one has a little crack here on the bumper area from somebody bumping it. This one has the panoramic glass roof, where the entire roof is the panoramic Lexan, but there's a crack in it. Kind of goes all the way across, and this has been there since they've had the car. So some of them have a little more damage than others, but I'm going to be advertising all 9 of them, and then they'll be willing to sell 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or all 9 at one time, depending on the price. All of these cars have the 280 amp hour lithium battery system. 4, I believe, have the Polaris battery, which is the factory Polaris battery that was like $10,000 or $11,000 option when new. And then the other 5 or 6 or whatever it is, they have the aftermarket Samsung lithium kits with the JK BMS. And those ones that do have the aftermarket battery have this external gauge here. So this one's at 94%. These cars are designed to drive. I mean, they drive all day long, put people in and, drive the drunks around the bars and stuff like that in the evening times. We have, all of them are hooked up with multicolored lights and sound systems and, the whole shebang of everything that you could think of that you would want. So you see the blue lights going down the sides, and then there's blue LED lights that are under the seats, and then these are all on remote. So once you activate that light, you could turn the lights to red or blue or pink or whatever you want. You basically just take this and change it to whatever you want to do. This particular car has the heater and defrost option, so that's kind of a cool feature. This particular car also has, you can see the defroster in the windshield. If you look real carefully, you can see the little lines going down. That's the heated windshield option. This one also has EPS power steering, and it also has the tilt steering wheel. So that's kind of a cool thing to have. Some of them did not have that. Like I said, this one has the JVC sound system, dual USB charge ports. So there's one on this side, and then we added this additional one here about a year ago. They have the phone mounts, you know, seat belts fully, everything works on them. Headlights, tail lights, brake lights, you know, horns. This particular car, I believe, has 6,017 miles on it. So pretty low miles. All the other ones have less than this. I think this is the highest one in the fleet, actually. But wanted to just post the video up, and then if anyone is interested, like I said, these are perfect for shuttle companies or someone who wants, like this would be a perfect platform to do a full custom build on. So let's say that someone out there says, hey man, I'd like to buy that car, but let's do a 10-inch lift and full custom upholstery and paint and a roof rack and all the, you know, rear seat kit, whatever. This would be a really cool one to use because it has that reverse seating in there. That's a pretty rare feature. You don't really find that very often on these cars. And then I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, nicely, I mean, it has the full window package, so all, you know, the full hard doors. This was not just the lower half doors, it's the full doors, and everything works. So just wanted to show everyone all the windows work as well. But you know, if you really look closely, some of them have like little areas of damage, like there was a little hole in the floor there, so you know, they fixed it at some point before we got it actually. But take it for a real quick rip around the parking lot here. We also offer, you know, basically everything, but tinted windows. So this would be really cool if somebody did want to buy this car and then one of the windows all blacked out. We can tint the windows, do a strip on the front, tint the back window. You can do anything you want on this, or just buy it the way it is. So there you have it.